Hello, everyone. Welcome to Locked In. I'm Luis, and I'm joined by Tucker once again.
Oh,
All right, Tucker, I
I'm
got a
not going.
question
I'm
for
not
you.
going anywhere. All right, I'm here to stay for the time being.
Yep, we're podcast buddies. We are locked in together.
Yes.
Not literally. I can leave
No,
whenever I
no,
want.
that's gay.
No.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Tucker, I got a
Okay.
question for you.
Yeah.
What is a movie as a kid that you haven't seen since you were a kid, but you remember a lot about it?
Well, it was the first time I shit my pants. Like genuinely, like oh my god, and I shit myself. Uh, do you know that movie where the house comes alive?
Monster House?
Monster
That
House.
was my example, too.
I shit my pants. I was because we had a thing where I was looking. House gets up. Oh my god! I gotta change my underwear. I'm not. I'm in a couple like I
Can you
changed.
watch it now?
Yeah,
You aren't gonna poop yourself?
no, and I changed my underwear and I go back and it's on a really scary scene again. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta change my underwear again. I shit my pants twice.
Oh my god. How much poop did you
I
have
was
in
like,
you?
what the?
I
Am
wouldn't
I
have
free?
gone
Am I
there.
free to curse and talk about whatever I want now?
Sure, we can.
Yes, I'm free from the reins. I'm free from the reins. What were you gonna talk about?
Well, I was also going to say Monster House, but okay, I'm not. I used to be scared of Woody from Toy Story.
Huh?
Yeah, okay, here's
What?
why. Here's why. Seriously, when I was a kid, right, my cousins, it was five of them.
Yeah.
I thought you were handing me the cards. Anyway, um, when I was a kid, they had all the Toy Story characters, like the
Yeah.
plushies or whatever. Not plushies, they were like dolls. And they would chase me with Woody because I was scared of the scene where he comes alive.
Oh my god.
And I never lived that down. Like my family brings it up sometimes.
Oh
Like
my
like
god.
let's go watch Toy Story. Are you too scared? Even my aunts do that. My grandma, she does it all the time. She's like, Woody.
What do you got?
I'm like, I'm over it, guys. I'm 18 now.
It's funny how shit like that sticks around.
Yeah, they always remember
Did I talk about my duck story?
that. No,
I
no, the
was
duck you didn't.
shut up. What is that?
Instead of saying
Okay.
the F word,
Anyway,
what the duck?
I was a pretty gullible and dumb kid.
Mm-hmm.
You
You were
know.
ducking stupid.
Yeah, I was pretty. I'm gonna throw a bottle at your
Probably missed. Anyway.
head. Okay. So there was a. I used to be really scared of ducks as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why?
because my brother was one time a duck came up to your foot and bit your toe off. I said, "What are you talking about? Which one?" He said, "Your big toe." I said, "I have it." He said, "We got to reattach." I was like, "What? Huh?" I believe this. He told me when I was 5. I believe this till I was like 8. It was way
Really?
too long.
It's funny. 3 whole years
Okay,
of living a lie.
and but ducks like attack me. Whenever I go to the Bronx, they're like chasing me.
Whoa.
And my family always makes fun of me, like, "Oh, watch out, the duck's coming."
What the duck is that? Run!
Yeah, I was like in a stroller, and I think it did bite my toe, but it didn't bite it off. Like
My bird tries to bite my toe. He
Are you
like
serious?
hates toes. Like my sister will put
Or
him near
maybe
my
he's really
toes.
into
No. He's like angry. He opens up his mouth and he goes, ha, ha. He tries to bite my toes. And I'm like, stop it! And he yells at me. I don't know. No, maybe they think they're like worms.
maybe wiggling around little piggies. I watched the Medea movie
Which one?
for the first time. I think it was like Medea movie 18.
Oh, that was like a number. You don't remember the
Something.
subtitle?
No. But it was. Let me describe it. Or Medea movies are supposed to be funny, right?
Yeah, they're
How
hilarious.
are they supposed to be mostly Medea?
Yeah, she.
This one
Tyler
wasn't.
Perry.
I know Medea.
Yeah, Tyler Perry plays a lot of the characters.
I know, but it was like 3 hours long, or at least it was on TV. I don't know with the commercials taken out, but it was like there was like at least in the first 2 hours there was
Mm-hmm.
like 6 scenes with Medea, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
Well, she's not a main character. She's just there. It's like her universe.
oh it is. I thought it was supposed to like follow Medea.
No, it's her interacting with other people. She's kind of just there.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. I wanted her to
What
be
was
like
the
all
plot of the movie?
It was this girl was supposed to marry. It was one of Medea's nieces, I think. Supposed to marry some guy. She didn't want to marry him. He
Mm.
beats her. The mother needs her to marry him to get into her late husband's um b- uh trust fund he left for the daughter, and it was very confusing.
Those movies are really dark and weird at the same time.
And yeah, there's like 6 funny scenes spread through the whole thing.
3-hour movie. There's only
it
6 funny scenes.
It was weird. It started off hot because not hot, but like
Steamy.
no. Okay, it was with Medea in court.
Oh, you mean intense?
Yes, intense. She was in court and she had to look after a foster kid. And she was like, "Ain't no way in hell I'm looking at that badass kid." And you know who the kid was?
Who?
I forget her name, but she was that fashion designer on Nickelodeon or Disney.
Oh, Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer. It was her young. She had a camel vest on. I think at one point she gets slapped by Medea or spanked.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And
I'm listening.
oh my god. Okay. Listen.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. And it was the acting was horrible.
I think that Tyler Perry really carries the entire movie.
Oh yeah. All the scenes with Medea were definitely the best.
Or just him playing any character.
Every other character is pretty awful.
I mean, he plays other characters.
Yeah, he plays the brother, and
the older lady too.
Yeah. And there's a half sister. She was raped by the first husband, or the second husband. The husband that has the trust fund for the daughter was raped the first daughter that wasn't his, and the mother was like he said to her, what he said was, if you don't spruce her up for me, it's over. And she was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna get this bread. I'm like, so she dolls up her daughter and then has her raped by the husband.
Jeez.
This is not a very like uplifting movie. Me and my youngest sister, 10, we were watching. We were like,
I thought your sister was 11.
She's 11 or 10. 11.
Okay, yeah,
she's 11. 11. And it was just like, it was a roller coaster because the acting in the scene where it was revealed was horrible. And I think the one that got raped, we'll call her Sister Number 1. Sister Number 1 because I don't bother remembering any of the names. Okay. And she had kids, and I think she thought they were going to be assassinated.
All right.
Because she was super protective, but not in like a motherly way, in like a did somebody get you kind of like I think she was hiding from somebody.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Interesting. Those movies are just.
It was a whirlwind. Mess. It was a whirlwind.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna watch another movie.
I watched a couple. I mean, I enjoyed them, but it was more so I enjoyed watching them with the people I watched them with.
Yeah. I can't really watch movies by myself.
Yeah, imagine doing
especially
that.
comedies.
Oh, I can't watch a comedy by
myself. Why do you watch a comedy
by yourself? You just want to laugh at yourself in the corner.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, I got another question for you. You ready?
I guess.
Do you like scary movies?
Eh.
All right. Do you remember the very first scary movie you saw?
No.
Well, I guess
what an answer.
Well, then, on that note, I'm gonna have to carry this conversation like I carry all the other ones.
Oh my god.
I was about, I want to say, 10 or like 12, and I went over to my grandma's house. My cousins and my aunt were there. Damn, my story's really boring you.
Well, I was yawning. That was just lack of oxygen to the brain.
Okay, whatever. I'm at my grandma's house, and they're like, we're going to watch Final Destination 5. You ever seen the Final Destination movies?
No.
All right, we're going to watch those too. Don't ask Anthony. He's not going to like. He doesn't like those movies. So basically, let me explain the movies to you. Basically, the main character of each movie has a premonition. You know what those are?
No.
Okay. It's like a vision of the future that shows a bad event that's going to happen. So the very first movie...
Hold on, because I'm not going to remember this later. I know a guy, Johnny Maltasanti. You don't want him having dreams about you.
Okay.
Because if he has 3 dreams about you, he's dead.
Really?
Yeah. Happened not too long. He called up my mother's friend and was like, hey, spend time with your mother. Okay?
Got it.
Because I had 2 dreams about it. I don't want the third. And everybody knows he got it.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I don't believe that type of stuff where like people are like psychic and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird how like it's like if he has 3 vivid dreams about somebody, I'd say 90% of the time they're gonna die soon. And it's not like in a couple of years. It's like within a like 2 week span.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Those are premonitions
Are
in
they?
a dream. Hmm?
Weird, man.
It's pretty.
It's- because we'll call her Kelly. We'll call her
Okay.
Kelly. She was like, oh my god. She was nervous because she was like, Johnny Walter something just dropped herself on my porch. I don't want that mojo around though.
I wouldn't want it either. So anyway, the first movie, there's a school trip to France, right? And this one kid
France.
sits on the plane, and he gets a premonition of the plane blowing up and everybody dying, and then he like flat. It's basically like a vision, right? And then he's in the seat. Okay, let me explain something else. So when he had the premonition, his finger got pricked on the seat of the plane, and his airbag came down out of nowhere.
Okay.
So
So it's like
ends up happening in real life. He's like, "Oh crap, this is really gonna happen."
the premonition is like blood activated.
I don't know where they don't really
require
explain what
blood
it is.
sacrifice.
Now that you mention
to get
it,
diabetes quicker.
now that you mention it, no. So he gets a bunch of kids off the plane just by causing a scene,
Yeah.
and then the plane ends up blowing up. So he sees it happening,
Oh snap!
and basically him and his friends cheated Death. So Death is trying to get back at them. So he kills one of them by making them hang themselves. Basically,
Why was the finger quote?
well, it was more like he
Why'd you
slipped.
finger quote?
Well, because it's not really like
What
the
did
guy
he,
hung himself. He slipped on a piece of water. He slipped on a puddle, and the shower line got caught on his neck.
Okay.
So it made it look like a suicide, but it really wasn't him.
Okay.
So that's basically the premise of the movies.
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah, he got Epstein. So anyway, my aunt was like, "We're watching Final Destination 5, which was the last movie in the franchise. As of now, it's still the last movie." So I call my parents. I'm like, "Can I watch this movie?" They're like, "All right, whatever, watch it." It's really gory. It's a really gory
Yeah.
movie. Kind of tame, kind of gory. Depends on your preference. So I ended up watching it, and that was the very first scary movie I've ever seen that I remember,
Okay.
like vividly. I remember that entire story. But it gets pretty trippy sometimes. Like there was this one girl who got eye surgery, and the eye surgery messed up, so her eye popped out. It's like pretty crazy.
Have you ever seen Untold Stories of the ER?
No.
It's hilarious.
Is
It's
it?
it's always on at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was just about to watch one of those crime mystery like Netflix series where they're
Yeah.
like investigating things that happened 20 years ago.
Okay.
So I was in the middle of an episode. This lady lost two of her sons 40 years ago or whatever.
Oh, dog! You know that it's on Hulu? You know Prodigal Son?
Oh, okay, I've heard.
They're
of it.
recording at the college.
Really?
Yeah,
Sequel or is it a show?
it's a show.
Oh,
They're recording some scenes like next month
that's cool.
at the college newer show right there.
Awesome.
You had a notice on the door.
Cool. There was another show that was filming near my house. I think it was called City on the Hill.
Oh yeah.
Filming around there. I never heard of the show after that. But damn, I had something else. Oh, I had just watched. I don't know if I told you, American Murder Mystery or something like that, or American
Yeah, you
Murder
told me
Family.
something.
I told you about that.
I don't know if you mentioned on this, but
I don't
I mean,
know.
have you?
I don't know
I don't know.
about the guy who kills his kids,
I think so. And
puts
he
him in an oil drum,
in an oil drum and
blames it on the wife.
blames it on the wife, shoots her a bunch of times.
He didn't shoot her.
Okay. Ooh, and he had a mistress.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
did talk
yeah,
about this. Okay, that was a pretty interesting thing. It was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even my kind of
But
thing.
but Untold Stories of the ER, they have like the doctors playing themselves
Okay.
in like real life situations. It's every actor in there is horrible.
Yeah, because they're like real people.
Even the real actors they have.
They're bad.
It's hilarious how bad they are. The footage is so like bad.
The editing is bad, or just
Everything about it's bad.
what is the? Give me like an episode synopsis.
Okay, so it's the eye popping out. This dude came in, was like, something's wrong with me, something's wrong with me. And he has something, he's covering his eye, and he's like, okay, let me see the eye. And it's popped out.
Jeez.
and it was so just dumb because the makeup's always horrible.
Oh,
It's it's hilarious, and they're like, everyone's like,
it's over the top drama.
It's like a student film. It's how bad it is, and this show has been on for the longest time. And you only catch it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's funny.
I don't even know
Those
what
time slots don't even make sense.
Oh my god. That's where they put the worst shows.
Shows that are on at like 4 o'clock in the morning, who is watching those shows?
I don't know.
I wouldn't actively stay up. Maybe because time zones, but I don't know. That's... Would you ever direct your own TV show if you could?
Not direct.
Star in it?
I guess. I did act in this one thing. Because a friend of ours was recording something. And so he was like, yo, I need extras. I was like, alright. But I hate acting.
Yeah, I did a movie.
I hate actors.
Oh.
Because there was a bunch of actors.
Okay, well, I was an actor.
You were?
Alright, I acted in one movie in like the 5th grade.
You know what I mean? Like people that
Oh, you don't consider me an actor?
No! I consider you a momo that found on the street.
Wow.
But like people that like
I was the star of the movie.
Shut the fuck up. Like people that do professionally, they're like
you're saying what I did was not professional.
You gotta be a weird type like a specific type of person to constantly play somebody not you.
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean?
You have something against them just in general?
A lot of them are assholes.
Yeah, some of them are assholes.
You know, because they have this air about them of, you know, like, yeah, go get it. I'm the actor. They're assholes.
Of course they're going to see themselves on a high pedestal. Wouldn't you?
No.
Really?
Really?
Right.
These are some 2-bit actors nobody's ever heard of.
Okay, but A-list actors.
I'm not talking about that. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be an asshole either way.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Okay, I agree with you.
You said that sarcastically.
No, I know. It sounded like that.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't mean to do it.
You would be such an asshole.
As if you wouldn't be an asshole.
2-bit actors are acting like there's somebody else you care about.
Are there actors you care about?
No.
You don't?
I mean, there's obviously ones I like, but not ones like, I'm like, oh my god, I follow them on the day. I don't care about them. I don't care about celebrities.
What about Danny DeVito?
I mean, that's a question?
Everybody likes Danny DeVito.
I mean, yeah, excluding him.
Okay.
You know?
What about Keanu Reeves?
He's a nice guy. What do you want me to say? Yeah. It's so weird when people get attached to like.
They like worship them.
Yeah, it's like you've never met this dude. You're never gonna meet them. But like you read like comments and like drama videos of like apologies, and they're like, "I know you're a good person."
They don't even know them.
What the hell are you talking about? And how like people aren't allowed to make mistakes. Like you really expect
okay. You mean like cancel culture?
No, not just that. It's like somebody says something not the nicest to somebody. Just like say, "Oh, your nose looks ugly," and they're like, "Oh my god, why was he so mean?" What? People
who can't take a joke are my least favorite type of people. Actually, cancel culture people and just toxic people in general are my least favorite type of people.
I don't even know how cancel culture is manifested.
Dude, it's so annoying because you actively look to cancel these people. It's just something else, man.
So there's certain people that you can't cancel though. Like if you can only cancel if you care.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Like I don't think you could cancel. What did they try to cancel really badly and they couldn't?
Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Joe Rogan, right? You told me this.
You can't cancel Joe Rogan. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Dude, what makes $30 million a year? You really think you're gonna be able to cancel him?
And it's all based off his podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, the only in Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify employees are trying to like get videos censored. What?
No.
What?
Isn't that the whole point of the podcast?
It's the whole point of the podcast, to have a free discussion with people.
Exactly. It's raw, real.
You can't censor stuff like that. You know? Because if you let's say there's a guy who's racist.
Okay.
And he can't get his opinion out anywhere. Okay.
Except the podcast.
No. Just anywhere.
Okay.
Like let's say,
Let's say we censor everything. Is that what you're saying?
like can I let me
Sorry,
say what I'm
sorry,
trying to
sorry.
say?
All right.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Let's say he's mildly racist.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say blacks. Okay. And he and he gets canceled and he can't say anything to anybody. I'm not agreeing with him or anything, But now you've given him a martyrship
Okay.
to be like, look at me, I can't express myself because of these whatever group of people, So
Yeah.
you're kind of giving them a platform for other people to jump on.
That takes away your freedom of speech, right? If you're not allowed to
Yes.
say
And,
anything that's on your mind.
Yeah. So, but there's a two-edged sword to it,
It's a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. You can say whatever like. If you say something mean about me, I can say something mean about you.
But then there's just sensitive people who
Yes, and
they can dish out as much as they want, but they can't receive.
Yeah, and that they claim, oh, I'm using free speech, and then when they get made fun of, oh, I'm being canceled. This is goes against free speech. I can say whatever I want about you. You say whatever you want. I can say whatever I want.
Right.
So that's probably this is probably the most serious you've ever gotten about this.
Yeah, that was a very professional conversation.
Oh my god.
No, but it's true.
I'm impressed by myself. We're gonna listen back to this, and it's gonna sound horrible. I bet
No,
it's gonna make no sense.
It was an engaging conversation.
Was I speaking too quietly?
No, you were perfect. Could you imagine? We couldn't hear you the entire. Only me.
We haven't paused once.
Nope.
This is a big step up from last time.
Yeah, we're doing marginally better.
Yeah.
Good for us. See, it's just podcast by podcast, we're improving,
Yeah.
Not
that much.
No.
Not that much.
We'll slowly get there. Once we hit 50 subs, we're gonna take this extra seriously.
It's
then it's full steam ahead for 1,000.
Yeah.
Is it 1,000 subscribers?
1,000.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get there.
Maybe we will.
No, we won't.
Maybe we will. I don't even know 1,000 people. But
You're very optimistic.
Dude, I have to be. I'm a YouTuber.
I enjoy No, I shouldn't say I enjoy pessimistic people. It's pessimistic people piss me off.
Yeah.
Just as much as too optimistic.
Look, I don't want to be mean. I mean, it's achievable. Our goal is in the realm of possibility.
If some of these dudes can get the views they get, we should be able to.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Like some of these people, you ever just meet somebody who just talk about nothing?
Yeah, the most dry kind of conversation.
And then it's just they talk and you're just like, what the hell? Why are you talking?
Worst kind of people.
Or they just like I don't even know.
Do you text people a lot?
I'd rather call.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. You call me a lot more than we text. Not really.
Yeah.
It's kind of even.
Frank, I call him all the time.
Awesome.
We rarely text. If we're texting, I'm like, okay, we're gonna be texting for a while. I'd be like, Doug, can I call you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the tendency to text people more than I call them on the phone. The only person I call is like you, family, and my girlfriend. And there's some people who start a conversation with me but can't keep the conversation going. So I have to keep the conversation going. And at that point, I'm just like, why did you text me?
Yeah.
There's no point in our conversation if you're going to give me one-word responses. And then I call them out on it, and they're just like, oh, no, I'm not dry. I don't see it. You're dry. Dude, I can carry a conversation with anybody.
Dog. I mean, sometimes we can't.
Yeah, but that's just situational. Sometimes we're just tired, and you can't always talk.
What was it? I was going to say something. I completely forgot what I was going to say. It has something to do with conversations. Oh, embracing confrontation.
Like in a conversation setting?
In a conversation. If, let's say, somebody's being dry, I'll bring up, is that all you're going to say?
Sometimes it really makes me upset. I'm, so close to just saying, why did you text me?
Yeah. Like that, and I've learned to say that. Why have you texted me if this is all you're going to say?
I don't know. I was bored. But now you made me upset. Bye.
Well, now you made me bored.
Bye. I don't want to talk anymore. The audacity of some people. I understand in person not being the best conversationalist because it's hard to socialize for certain people.
Yeah.
But through text, it's literally like writing a piece of paper. Like, how
I
hard is
mean,
that? It's
yeah.
not.
It's like it's not like the worst thing. Like
What do
I
you
know
think is
like
the worst quality in people then?
what a fucking question. That what's the worst quality you can
Because
have
I
in somebody?
personally think being dry is a very unappealing quality in
I
a
mean,
person.
yeah, I got boring friends, but I got like I knew this kid for a long time, and he was not funny at all.
Okay.
He was kind of bad to have a conversation with, but he was a good friend. So I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck you, you don't make me laugh, so I'm not gonna be friends with you. Like no,
Yeah, you don't call your friends out on things like that.
you do.
Shut up, man.
I
Keep
mean,
going.
when I call somebody out on something like being dry, I'm joking. I'm in a joking way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm not gonna be like mad.
How
I'm just
dare you?
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep.
But the worst quality in somebody, I don't know. Uh,
Let's hope it's not garlic breath.
maybe garlic farts.
Damn it.
um, I don't know. I haven't really put any thought to it.
All right. Well, on that
This
note,
this concludes our more serious episode, I guess.
yeah, thank you for listening to Locked In today. This has been
We're
a good time with Luis and
yeah,
Tucker.
we're gonna torture you too long.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.